said they are very diligent with their team every single day about making sure they keep those walls up and keep it inside this locker room.
Block out the noise and stay true to what they're trying to accomplish on both ends of the floor.
Zoom Diallo will start it up for the Washington Huskies. 10-8 on the year, 2-4 in conference play. They are without some key components in their lineup tonight. We'll talk about that as we go along. Kimari Peterson will try the three. Hannes Steinbach inside with a tough offensive rebound and put back one of the best freshmen in the country.
Yeah, he has such a nose for the basketball. 11 rebounds a game. That's #1 in the Big Ten, and he's good on both backboards.
Here's Rick Mast. Sandfort going to work against Steinbach. Hoiberg now with 10 to shoot. Back out, Sandfort with the shot fake. The runner for Sandfort won't go, and Steinbach already a second rebound of the night. Here's Zoom Diallo trying to push into the corner. No room over there. Diallo will restart it.
Kevin, it's going to be so important for Washington to get out and try to score ahead of the defense. 13th most efficient defense in the country for the Cornhuskers.
Masovic, the extra pass into the corner, the three off the mark, and Hoiberg the rebound.
That's going to be a huge factor for them tonight, Washington. They've got to take and make open threes. I think they're going to need 10 a game to try to pull it off.
Here's a three that won't go, and Steinbach cleaning the glass already with his third board. To your point, Washington 0 for 2 from 3 to start this game. Diallo looking inside for Steinbach, deflected away. The extra pass is taken away by Lawrence. Here's Hoiberg on the drive inside, and that was a travel. That dribble came up on him a little bit. Zoom Diallo now going to walk it up. You will not see Desmond Claude for Washington. He has stepped away from the team, out for the rest of the year, 13 points per game. You will not see Wesley Yates III tonight as Washington travels and turns it right back over to Nebraska. He rolled an ankle in practice on Monday, and Yates, who was out for a good month with a wrist injury, not able to go tonight. As you see Fred Hoiberg on the sidelines, happy that Wesley Yates is not playing, and you will not see Lathan Somerville tonight, still battling the knee injury. The good news from Washington is that both Yates and Somerville are tracking to be back very soon, maybe as soon as this weekend against Oregon. Sandfort hits the three, and Nebraska's on the board.
To stand in front of him is not enough. You got to get up into his chest and make him put that basketball on the floor. He is a lethal three-point shooter.
The runner rattles home, and Diallo puts Washington back on top.
I love the growth and the improvement of Zoom Diallo this year.
How about Jamarcus Lawrence exploding? High-five, just throwing paper.
Yeah. He ripped that piece of paper, which is essentially your scorecard, to make sure you're ready for that first bucket.
On behalf of the Pinnacle Bank Arena cleaning crew, they're happy for all the work you did to pre-rip that paper.
Is that construction paper or is that writing paper? What is that over there?
With Andy, it's writing paper. He's a writer at heart.
That's a good point.
Peterson will trickle it out to Muldrew. 4 to shoot. Muldrew in some trouble. Tough fade away, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, Muldrew gives him a different look coming off the bench. He's so athletic, and when he gets in the painted area, he can just take off, explode, and shoot it over the top of the much smaller guards. Mismatch inside here.
Looking to get it into Mast. Gel in the corner, and this is Hoiberg on the drive to the rim. He was able to get past Peterson with a shot fake.
Yeah, Peterson had to stunt over, and in his recovery got off balance, and that was created that angle to the rim.
Here's Steinbach. Double comes at him, the ball poked free and out of bounds. Buchtengel the last to touch it.
Well, they do a terrific job, whether it's posting or you dribble penetrating to the baseline, they double team right away. And so you've got to be alert and make sure you're getting a quick pass out of there and getting the reverse to the weak side. And if you can do so, you can find some wide open looks.
There's Diallo, a little crossover, the kick out. Peterson, good fake to the right, but the air ball caught by Buchtengel.
That door's still open out there. It was windy today.
It was. We were told the wind was going to die down, but maybe not. Buchtengel, the elbow jumper, gives Nebraska the lead.
He's so versatile. 6'9", 245, does a little bit of everything for the Cornhuskers.
Saw it against North Dakota earlier this year with a triple-double.
Yes.
Just the 4th in Nebraska history. Here's Muldrew on a switch, picked up by Buchtengel. 7 to shoot. Mast comes out to double Diallo. Tough pass. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. They're not going to get the shot up. That's a shot clock violation. Patiently waited for this program to build to this level.
Well, without Rick Mast last year, the team really struggled. Had they had him, it would have been an NCAA tournament team last year. And to see where they've picked up, added a Pryce Sandfort who makes them even more deadly on the offensive end. This is a complete team, and defensively, they are stout.
Diallo trying to beat everybody down the floor, and he gets through Mast for 2.
Kevin, we talked about that earlier. It's going to be important for Washington to try to get out and get some early points in transition before that defense gets set.
And it feels like Diallo's the guy that has to lead that, right, with his speed?
So speedy.
Nice feed inside, and the foul.
I mean, we're just never going to see what this team's potential was. Hannes Steinbach, all that pressure would have pulled off of Hannes Steinbach, who, by the way, missed 3 games earlier as well. So it's really unfortunate that the Washington Huskies will never sort of meet their potential with this group.
And you can see the pieces, and you can see the plan from Danny Sprinkle, but injuries have derailed what they wanted to do. Muldrew, the freshman, will try from deep, but off the bench, Braden Frager immediately getting into the act for Nebraska.
Yeah, those threes are going to have to come off paint touches. I didn't like that when it was early.
Oh, how about Hoiberg? So much growth in his game. Danny Sprinkle said today, how do you not make him a first-team All-Big Ten player? Inside for 2 for Kepnang.
Notice that one came off the push. They've got to continue to look for those early opportunities. Well executed by the Huskies.
There's Sandfort working against Diallo. Mast will try from deep. Really strong from Mast, Hoiberg, and it's Peterson who takes it away for Washington. Doubled in the corner, Diallo finds Mandequit. Peterson working against Hoiberg. Kepnang, offensive rebound. That won't go, and Mast cleans the glass.
He missed it, but it's so good to see him healthy again.
3 surgeries in 3 years on those knees for Kepnang, and he blocks the Mast shot, fading away from the big man.
Brings such tremendous energy and effort to the floor.
Mandequit, tough skip. Nice touch save by Muldrew before he went out of bounds, and then the ball poked free, and it's Frager who comes up with it. 2-on-2, Frager on the run, now 1-on-1, and he floats it over Muldrew for 2.
He's got the whole game, 3-point shots, pull up, looks a little gimpy coming up the floor.
Not the same thing, Fonz. Keep an eye on Frager.
And a mismatch inside with Kepnang if they can find it.
Switched back to Mast. Kepnang turning into the help from Jamarcus Lawrence.
Anytime there's a post catch, there's going to be a double team coming from the baseline. He's got to recognize that and make the next pass or go quickly one-on-one.
Here's Mast from deep. He liked that shot, started backing up the floor as it fell.
On that screen, Kepnang went back to the painted area, and you can't do that against Rick Mast. He'll make you pay. Shooting 36% from 3 on the year.
Mandequit. Here's Diallo. And the answer from Zoom Diallo looks like he's poised for a night. 7 already.
Yeah, only shooting about 32% from 3, but 40% from 3 over his last 2 games. He's playing with a really good rhythm.
Almost 18 points per game over the last 8 for Diallo. He's been turning it up, and they've needed him. Here's Mast against Diallo, and Mast to the ring for 2.
Because of all the switching that Washington does, those mismatches are going to be there all night long for Rick Mast to take advantage of.
7 for Mast. They haven't had to play him a whole lot the last couple of games, and had people worried in Nebraska about his knees.
Yes.
To the point where Fred Hoiberg got to address it yesterday at his press conference.
No need to put him back in when you're up 30.
Here's Diallo. 5 to shoot. Muldrew inside. Good find. Kepnang with the hammer.
And notice that's a paint touch. Whenever this Washington team has been able to get a paint touch, they've been able to get a good look at the rim. You've got to continue to do that for the balance of the game.
Mast from deep. A little bit short on that long three.
Yes, Frank Kepnang is tired right now, and that's how Rick Mast was able to get that wide open look.
Everybody waiting for that under 12 media timeout. It's late getting here. Here's Peterson. Good shot fake. Man to quit. The runner in the lane is good. And Washington back within 2 and a timeout. Nebraska with 10:36 to play. Been able to get more inside than perhaps they had hoped for.
Controlling the tempo of the game by pushing it in transition, and then in half court, when there's a double team and a reversal, they are pump faking and driving it. That's been a good formula for the Huskies here so far.
Cale Jacobson, Jared Garcia both on the floor for Nebraska, and it's Jacobson who finds Buchtengel rolling to the rim for a pair.
That's such a good read. Buchtengel saw that his defender was over near the basketball, and he's just cut right to the front of the rim. A good find as well.
Diallo. Now Peterson. Back out Diallo with a shot fake. That one started to slip out of his hands a little bit, just pushed it toward the basket.
He couldn't decide whether he wanted to pass it to the corner or take the shot. A little indecision there always leads to a missed shot or a turnover.
Sandfort fouled on the 3 by Tucker, and he'll get 3 free throws. Here's Pryce Sandfort to the line. And a rare miss. He's an
18 a game this year. He's really raised his level. He turned that left ankle. It's going to hurt for a while.
Sounds similar to what Danny Sprinkle was telling us that Wesley Yates did in practice.
Yes.
So Frager not out there for the moment. Man to quit. In the corner, the 3 up and off. We've got a whistle underneath and a foul for Washington, down by 6. Man to quit will jump at the Steinbach. Steinbach with the matchup against Hoiberg. Everything but the bucket. Gets his own miss and able to fire it out to Tucker. Another opportunity for Washington. Boy, Steinbach talented. Man to quit on the drive. Through Jacobson for 2.
Offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities for the Huskies have been huge for them so far in this game.
4-0 in second chance points for Washington. Sandfort's 3 is good. Pryce Sandfort of late has had a knack of just settling things down for Nebraska.
It helps when you can stick it at the level that he has. 57% from 3 over his last 2 games.
And a little bit of confusion for Muldrew. Fortunate to get away without a travel there.
Yes.
On a bounce, it's Tucker. 6 to shoot. Fading away. Rebound tapped out by Berke Buchtengel.
It's a mouthful.
It is. For everybody.
Yes.
Including Berke.
And me.
Garcia in some trouble. Here's Hoiberg, 10 to shoot against Steinbach.
Nice job by Steinbach.
Garcia, open 3 rolls home. Jared Garcia's 6th made 3 in 27 attempts.
Something about being on your home floor that gives you a level of confidence that you don't have otherwise.
And a 6-0 burst for Nebraska on their home floor, and Steinbach inside. Oh my! Berke, a lot of contact, no whistle.
I thought that was a foul.
Here's Sandfort, the 3. Off balance even for him.
The push here got numbers.
Can Peterson do it? The lob underneath, caught by the bottom of the rim. Tucker went up for it and got it caught underneath.
It wasn't a great pass.
There's a great pass. Sandfort's 3 a little strong. How about Berke threading the needle with that one? In transition, Muldrew's 3 strong, and Hoiberg the rebound. Cale Jacobson says, how about we all breathe?
Coach Hoiberg's like, let's just settle down here. Those last several possessions looked like we were in a pickup game.
It did. And the results were if you and I had been in the pickup game at this point.
Yes. Got to get there.
Sandfort's 3 is good.
can't point switch because it creates too much room for Pryce Sandfort to be able to get a wide open look off, and he's been drilling them over the last 2 possessions.
15 of 27 from 3 the last 3 games, including tonight, and the last 2 games in this building. He is 10 of 17 from 3.
Are you suggesting that he's comfortable in this building?
I believe he has found himself a home. He's getting a breather right now. Brink Mast back out on the floor, as is Jamarcus Lawrence.
Good chase on that action by Giallo.
Here's Jacobson, 8 to shoot. Jacobson baseline. The push to Lawrence. Extra pass. Hoiberg going to have to hoist this one. Out it goes. Buchtengel for 3. Used all the shot clock but couldn't cash in as Kepnang gets the rebound.
I thought Washington had an advantage, yet Coach Daniel Sprinkle wanted them to run a play.
Peterson looking. 8 to shoot. Steinbach double comes. Out it goes. Diallo for 3. Good ball movement to find the open man.
Diallo's really playing at a high level. Folks, he shot 18% from 3 last year, and he's shooting it like he's Steph Curry out there tonight.
Ball knocked free, and Washington with the takeaway. Peterson on the move. The flip to Steinbach, and Steinbach couldn't get through Mast.
And that's the next level of growth in his game, is being able to be physical and finish through contact.
8-point Nebraska lead. Sandfort at the scorer's table, ready to check back in. Here's Mast. Diallo there. Double came from Kepnang. It's Hoiberg's 3. A little strong and over the top of the backboard, but a foul.
Yeah, folks, let's take a look here at Frank Kepnang here inside. As this basketball goes up, ooh.
After review, it's a common foul.
So you've got to make at least 9 against this team to have a chance, especially in this building.
Sandfort may make 9 himself in this building. Mast will certainly try to cash in. That's a little strong. Buchtengel with the offensive rebound.
They're fortunate there. Steinbach laid on that screen.
Here's Sandfort looking baseline. Sandfort, tough 2, but he makes it look easy. 13 in the first half for Pryce Sandfort.
He's got such a high release point on that shot that it's difficult to challenge.
4:20 to go in this first half. Steinbach. Steinbach, touch back out. Muldrew inside, the lob to Kepnang. Touch in the paint, and it results in 2.
Muldrew's done a really nice job once he's gotten to the paint. Is making some really good decisions. At times he's taking a shot, other times he's been able to dump it off inside.
Sandfort cutting inside. Here's Mast around the Buchtengel screen.
That's good D by Kepnang.
Really good recovery. Mast looking. Now Nebraska's going to have to reset. 8 to shoot. Lawrence with 4 on the shot clock. Through that contact, the fade away, and he gets the home roll.
And Lawrence just gives them a different dimension with his speed and scoring ability.
Diallo. Peterson. That corner 3 won't go. Good punch out by Diallo. Second chance. Diallo lob down to Steinbach, and he's fouled on the baseline. We knew what we were talking about here tonight. Yeah.
Makes me so happy.
I know. We'll be selling T-shirts. Fonz knew it. Coming up later on in the broadcast.
Assist from Kevin.
I'm only taking a clean 48% of the cut.
That's fine.
Steinbach's second free throw is good. 2 for 2 for Hannes Steinbach.
I'll need that extra 2% for taxes.
Exactly. Nothing if not generous. Andy Katz says he's taking 98%, which seems unfair.
Yes.
Hoiberg looking inside for Mast. Buchtengel back to Hoiberg.
They have a mismatch inside. They're trying to get it down to Rick Mast.
Hoiberg, 3, rattles home. The growth in Sam Hoiberg's game on all ends has been remarkable.
It really has. His brother Charlie, former TCU student manager for Jamie Dixon, is now here, and I think he's been a huge inspiration to his twin brother.
Gotta be nice to have your brother on the bench to help occasionally with Coach Dad.
Yes.
Short on that shot, and Mast finds the rebound in his lap. Hale Jacobson with 2 fouls. Braden Frager questionable to return. So Nebraska's depth tested a little bit here in this first half. Mast, good feed inside, and good recovery by Washington, but it ends up somehow with Sam Hoiberg. Look what I found.
He's everywhere.
41-28. Coming up, stick around for the halftime show presented by State Farm. Dave Revson and the coach, Bruce Weber, in our studios in Chicago.
And we have to be careful for Washington. Danger zone here. They need a bucket badly.
See if Vandequit can provide it. He cannot. Rebound batted around. We've got a hold. Steinbach held up underneath trying to get that rebound. And grad manager. And inbound, out of bounds. Back to Nebraska. They are tracking to break the school record by almost 1 3-pointer per game. We've not seen anything like this to this point in Nebraska basketball history, but there's a lot of we haven't seen with Nebraska basketball this year.
Very fair.
And a foul underneath. Either way,
yes,
it was going back the other way.
Indeed.
But Washington could really use some points here.
Need a paint touch.
10 to shoot. Vandequit. Ognasovic looking inside, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Peterson has to hoist. He beats the horn, but he can't get the bucket to fall. Buchtengel secures the rebound, his 6th.
It's interesting to see if Nebraska will go for 2 here.
Mast will try, top of the key 3, a little strong. Rebound to Diallo, but a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, Fred Hoiberg both played and coached in the NBA. I kind of had a little mind sync with him, knowing exactly what he was going to do there.
You don't see it as often in the college game, but if that guy on the sideline has the NBA experience, you see it a little bit more.
Yes.
Ognasovic, 6 to shoot. Here's Vandequit, 3 on the shot clock.
Nice.
Crossover to get free of Buchtengel with a rebound to Hoiberg. 2 seconds. Hoiberg with 1 second, going end to end, high off the window. It won't fall, and halftime has arrived.
In the halftime locker room to say, look, this is what we cannot do if we're going to try to come back in this game.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're pointing, and anytime you're in a screening situation, you want to come shoulder to shoulder and impact the basketball, and they've not done that, and that's how Pryce Sandfort was able to get some wide open looks.
When Mast can't get the roll, that hook against Steinbach. Huskers empty on their opening possession of the second half. And here comes Diallo and Washington.
Kevin, I'd like to see the Huskies get back to what they did early in the first half, which is really pushing with some pace and trying to get some early looks before that stingy Nebraska Cornhusker defense can get set.
Nebraska's got the advantage right now with that shot clock winding down. Nothing doing so far, and Peterson has to hoist a contested 3 with that shot clock winding, and a foul is called.
And Steinbach just used his leverage. I thought Hoiberg had really good inside position, but he was able to get an angle to the side. I thought it should have been a no call at best.
So see if Washington can take advantage of the second chance here. Ognasovic, that is what he did at Lipscomb. 41% from 3 last year when he won the ASUN Player of the Year award.
Yeah, he's a terrific floor spacer, and we said that in order for Washington to win this game, they needed to make at least 9 threes. That's a huge help towards that end.
Here's Sandfort. Nowhere to go baseline. Hoiberg will try the 3, and the answer from Sam Hoiberg.
He's picking up just where he left off in the first half. Had 9 first half points, and he's shooting the basketball with a lot of confidence.
About 12 points for Sam Hoiberg.
That's what he's been averaging over the last couple games. Only 8 on the season.
Ognasovic The jumper from short range, rebounded by Mast, and Ognacevic comes over to take it away. Kick out to Tucker for three. And Sandfort controls that rebound. Lawrence will push in transition. His three rattles off, no good. And the rebound for Hannes Steinbach.
Up and down we go.
We saw a little of this action early in the first half. Diallo trying to get it inside, and Steinbach is fouled.
Percent from three this year. How about 44% though in Big Ten play?
Up in your game in conference play is never easy to do. Diallo blocked off. Peterson cut. Nice find too. Ognacevic with the two. As he grows in this offense, Danny Sprinkle's confident he's going to be able to provide a real lift.
And folks, he's really just coming back into the lineup. He's been out for missed the first 16 games of the season. He's still learning the offense.
Here's Mast, a little shake on Kimari Peterson. And Rick Mast with the hook.
That's so good. Little drop step, little shimmy shake, and over the top. That was pretty.
Going against the 6'1" guard.
Right? Should be down there.
Diallo on the move. The feed to Steinbach, and he feathers it home.
Diallo has made such good decisions when he's gotten into the paint tonight. Some to score and some to pass. That time to pass. Right on the money.
Zip inside, Hoiberg down low, back out. Lawrence toes the line for a three. 8th of the night for Nebraska.
When you double team the basketball and you get the offensive player to pick it up, you've got to get out of there quickly. Diallo hesitated, and that's what led to that wide open three.
Diallo, he'll launch that three. That's short. Houston Joe may have gotten a piece of that. Sandfort on the push. He'll go baseline. Opened up for him, and he lays it home. Largest lead of the night for Nebraska. Able to keep it alive. Under 10 to shoot, and in the scramble, good look, but it won't go for Peterson. Offensive rebound, Ognacevic inside, and a foul on Lawrence.
If not, obviously, the rest of this game, but certainly this weekend on this trip to Minnesota and maybe Michigan. So we don't know the status, but they obviously have put a boot on it for now.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. You can see the sadness in the eyes of Braden Frager, and hopefully it's not as serious.
Very difficult place to play, talking about Rutgers.
And you're sandwiching that in between Illinois and Purdue. That's not an easy task. Buchtengel on the drive with the reverse. Berke Buchtengel with 6.
He was able to get Kepnang on his right-hand side and use the rim underneath to be able to protect the basketball. That's really well done by Buchtengel.
J.J. Mandequit. Peterson intercepted. Lawrence with the steal. Looking to push. The no look to Hoiberg. He dropped it off, and it's a kickball. Went off the foot of Cortland Muldrew.
Able to finish that on the other side. Put a little spin on it as well.
Here's Sandfort through a lot of traffic. Now Lawrence with 15 on the shot clock against Kepnang in a mismatch. Hoiberg, hard dribble inside to the left hand for 2 more. He's got 14 tonight.
Yeah, got to give some love to Buchtengel on that one. He sealed his man on the inside to take away the help. That was really well done.
There's Mandequit.
Notice that basketball has not touched the paint hardly in this second half at all for Washington.
There's Diallo, gets it inside. Mandequit on the run, and that floats home.
Anytime throughout this game that Washington's been able to get a paint touch has led to a really clean look. Got to continue to do it if they want to battle back into this game.
One dribble to Hoiberg around the mass screen. Buchtengel was calling for it. Sandfort on the drive. Good challenge by Kepnang.
Yes, made him change the arc on that one. Mismatch inside. Missed it. Still have it with Kepnang.
Can't get it there with Sandfort matched up against the big man. Now 8 to shoot. Muldrew, the freshman from Arlington, Texas, going to work against Buchtengel. Tough shot. The air ball scooped up by Hoiberg.
Yeah, there's where he thought he had the mismatch with a much bigger player, and I thought he should have gotten that to Kepnang on the interior.
We've got a whistle and a foul before the Sandfort shot, too.
Indeed.
Here's Hoiberg. He'll back out against Kepnang. Trying to take the big man off the dribble, dancing back and forth, drops it off to Buchtengel. Buchtengel trying to save it, and he calls timeout. No, but jump ball instead. Looked like he wanted timeout. He was calling for it. Instead, they called jump ball, and it'll belong to Washington.
Wow.
The fans did not miss that one, but they saw it on the Jumbotron here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Diallo probing. Steinbach, look what he found. A little strong, though. Diallo trying to wrestle that rebound away from Cale Jacobson, and he knocks it out of bounds.
Not touched the paint very frequently at all here in the second half. The Huskies.
Jacobson. There's Garcia. He hit a three in the first half. He'll try to drive on Kepnang.
Nice job, Kepnang.
Buchtengel. Back it goes to Garcia. Corner three, an air ball, and Hoiberg there to catch it, and a foul. It's one of the reasons why Danny Sprinkle told us that he thinks he's a first-team All-Big Ten player right now, because he does so much to help them win. And a whistle and an offensive foul. Buchtengel. You didn't buy that look into the corner?
I did not. That may have been the worst look off in the history of college basketball.
Steinbach got an open look, and he hits the three. It's not been a huge strength of his game, just 28% this year, but it's something that Danny Sprinkle thinks he's going to grow into as a shooter.
Well, you can see it in his free throw shooting. He's got a really smooth delivery. Just needs to gain more confidence and get more reps.
Garcia seeing a little extra time with the Frager injury. Rolled his ankle earlier. Hoiberg back out. Jacobson for three. A little strong. That rim was rocking. Somebody had grabbed the standard and it was moving.
Yeah, Frank Kepnang grabbed the net and it was moving. That should have been a technical.
And Diallo a foul on Buchtengel. Washington trying to chip away. Huskers haven't scored in over 3.5 minutes. Inside, it's Steinbach, count the bucket and a foul. Sandfort's third foul of the night, and that three-point play won't happen. The free throw pinballs out to Garcia.
And that possession is exactly what Danny Sprinkle told me at the half. They needed Steinbach to be much more aggressive, hunt for that shot, post up, try to get to the free throw line.
And Nebraska needs Pryce Sandfort to do, well, that. 58-44 Nebraska.
Another opportunity defensively where the defense didn't come together shoulder to shoulder. That's way too much room for Pryce Sandfort.
Diallo able to split about 3 defenders, but there's Cale Jacobson to scoop it up. Quick push ahead to Hoiberg, and Nebraska with the 14-point lead. Mast looking for 3 more, and he finds him at the top of the key.
So tough because as a big, you're trained to sprint back to the paint area to protect. But if you do that against Rink Mast, he makes you pay.
The next month and a half.
Indeed. The Titans will be going at it.
And they'll welcome Nebraska to their party of Titans this year. Diallo, the lock down low, finds Steinbach. Out of the timeout, Washington's been able to put some good stuff together.
Yes, Cortland Mulder, number 30 in purple, set a really nice baseline screen to free him up for that lob. Really well done.
Boy, Sandfort trying to fight through some contact from...
And if you're going to be more aggressive, then you got to get your big man, Steinbach, some shots. And he's been willing to do that here in the second half.
And Steinbach holding his ground as Jacobson initially got by him and forces the turnover.
Goes right back to him.
Here's Ognacevic for 3. Got a good look at Garcia, the rebound.
I thought he was just a little bit off balance. You can see him floating to his left.
Here's Sandfort. Mast tonight in double figures with 12. Hoiberg against Steinbach, 10 to shoot.
Mismatch inside.
He gets it down there to Mast. Extra pass, Sandfort forward to shoot. Jacobson on the run. The left-handed floater won't go. Steinbach the rebound.
Push. Diallo's been quiet this second half
He
after
has.
having a really good first half. For Washington to get this upset on the road, he's got to get going, number 5 in purple.
11th double-double for Steinbach. Takes the Big Ten lead. Steinbach, tough work against Mast. Really good post defense.
It's a 25-year-old wall down there, 51 in cream. He just doesn't have the balance from waist down and the strength yet to be able to get that one over the top of Rick Mize.
And now Mast ins and the foul called.
Jared Sullinger is a load to deal with for Ohio State.
Here's Garcia inside, and the hook pinball's home.
He's really got a nice game. We've seen him knock down an open 3, and he's got some really nice pivot moves in the post as well. It's going to be special.
Steinbach into the corner to Tucker, and that 3 a good answer. The Indiana transfer on the board for the first time after an 0-for-4 start.
Danny Sprinkle told us early that they've been able to create some really good open looks out of their offense, but not been able to knock them down. That's got to be a confidence builder for the entire team.
Mast wanted it against Tucker. The skip into the corner. There's Hoiberg. Open 3 won't go. The rebound to Tucker underneath for Washington. Under 8 to play. Nebraska with a 63-49 lead. Tough lob. Steinbach able to keep it alive, and he'll work to the line for 2. Not Jacobson. They changed that call during the timeout.
Sort of late teens that it may be the benefit of Hannah Steinbach, and maybe even financially. If he does come back, he certainly could use it, so you don't know.
So Nebraska will inbound with 12 to shoot. Here's Sandfort. Turns the corner all the way to the rim. Oh, he wanted to throw it down. It'll go down anyway, and a chance for one more at the line. All the press people sit here. There would have been lapped.
Year to this year, 6th man coming off the bench for Iowa last year, and a significant role this year. He's been impressive.
Diallo getting things going, and that's one of the things you talked about very early in the second half. They need more of that from Zoom Diallo.
In transition or in the half court, he's got such terrific speed and can finish with either hand around the rim.
And got into the paint again. Another paint touch. Here's Sandfort. Mast looking. Shot clock at 10.
Switch.
Working against Tucker. Mast trying to back him down.
No help here. He's a bull.
Uchtengel gonna have to shoot it quickly. Fading away, and he's got it to splash down with a big smile on his face. Just like I drew it up, he said. Steinbach, he'll quiet the crowd with a 3.
Well, he's been impressive here in the second half. Steinbach. 3s, finishing at the rim.
15 in the second half, to your point. 2 for 2 from 3. 5 of 7 overall. Uchtengel able to pluck it away to Lawrence for the open 3. Pinballs out, and Steinbach with the rebound, number 11.
Diallo's fortunate there. He gambled. His team 5 on 4. Nebraska wasn't able to capitalize.
There's Diallo. Steinbach out to Diallo for the open 3. And Uchtengel able to rip it away from the freshman. Sandfort, what a screen, all the way to the rim for 2. That was beautiful.
It really was. Pryce Sandfort does a tremendous job of moving without the basketball.
You saw it from Keisei Tominaga with this team a couple of years ago. One of the best cutters and movers away from the ball. Sandfort's got a little bit of that in him. As Diallo dislodging Uchtengel into the camera folks in the first row. And Uchtengel holding his chest a little bit.
I think Diallo hurt us. He's been a lot more aggressive here over the last minute and a half offensively.
Uchtengel still holding the left side of his chest. Lawrence, the 3 will fall. Contested, no problem for Jamarcus Lawrence.
So many offensive weapons for the Cornhuskers.
We got Buchtengel in some pain. Sam Hoiberg limping to the scorer's table. He's got a wrap on his left leg. Braden Frager is out with a boot on his ankle from a rolled ankle earlier. Tucker, that one will not go, and Mass the rebound.
It's been hard to generate any points for the Huskies when they've not been able to get a paint touch, whether it be in transition or in the half court.
Here's Lawrence. And that's tipped into the backcourt. It's tipped out of bounds. Ognacevic. 5 to shoot. Diallo against Hoiberg. Diallo going to work. The lob to Steinbach. Good play.
Off of another paint touch. Diallo's got such good feel out there, Kev.
Here's Mast. 15 to shoot. Lawrence and a foul. For Nebraska basketball since they joined the Big Ten.
Wow, that's impressive. Again, what I loved about the graphic that we just showed, and I'm very careful to say this, is all 4 of those teams have a legitimate chance to win the national championship. Good defensively, can score it. And I didn't think Michigan State could get to where they are without the ability to stick it consistently from the three-point line. And they're not a great three-point shooting team as a whole, but they have individuals on their team who can knock down threes. And that's what makes them so good. Defensively, they're solid. On the glass, they play with great pace.
Got a whistle and a foul on Jacobson, or rather on Jamarcus Lawrence, excuse me. Lawrence with his second.
So obviously, every game is judged individually, and Michigan does have better non-conference wins, but don't get hung up on the spread and their margin of victory. If you look at what has happened thus far in the Big Ten, and that's why I had Nebraska 1 in my power rankings, I mean, not just because they're undefeated, Michigan had a loss, but Nebraska has better wins in the Big Ten thus far than Michigan. It's not even close when they won at Illinois, at Ohio State, beat Michigan State here. And if you want a little comparison, Wisconsin, Michigan lost to Wisconsin at home, and Nebraska blew out Wisconsin on this floor.
So is this akin to you several years ago when you jumped on the Rutgers bus? Are you firmly on the Husker caravan right now, Andy Katz?
I am, no question about it, but I think I'd rather be on a plane because it'd be a long drive from Lincoln, Nebraska, I guess to Chicago or anywhere else that they're going to play in the NCAA tournament. You know, at least with the Rutgers bus, I could go up and down I-95 to my house and back to Rutgers. I don't want to get into the you know, well, first of all, I'm not a camper kind of guy. I'm not going to get one of those big Winnebagos and drive across the country. That's more your thing. So I think I'd rather have the plane.
Women's gymnastics when the Huskers compete against Minnesota on Saturday. Live coverage at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
Kevin, I think what will decide all of this in the next 5 games, this Nebraska team is going to be playing Purdue, Illinois, and Michigan over that 5-game stretch.
And what's the health of this team going to look like? Braden Frager's injury is going to be one to bear watching over the next couple of weeks. Sitting over there with a boot on his left ankle. We showed you the highlight. He rolled it early in this game, just 4 minutes in. His rink mass 3 won't go. Rebound by Muldrew. 16-point Nebraska lead. Coming up on 2 to play in this one. Diallo, free throw line jumper won't go, and the rebound tipped over to Cale Jacobson.
After that really pretty move, didn't get the basketball in his hand properly, and it just rolled off the left side, which typically makes it go left.
This Nebraska team just continues to do things that most folks who follow Nebraska basketball did not ever anticipate would happen from a Nebraska basketball team. A chance to go 19-0 and 8-0 in conference play. They went 10-0 to start conference play in the Big 8 in 1965-66, and the health of Braden Frager is going to be a big key to how long this Nebraska unbeaten string continues this season.
Agreed. When I look at this team, they remind me so much of Indiana's football team.
Yep.
They're like a machine. They don't beat themselves. They're solid on the defensive end. They're shooters all over the floor. They space you out. They don't turn the basketball over. They are so disciplined.
Minute and a half to go in this one. Mass trying to find Jacobson. Extra pass. Lawrence in the corner. That triple won't go, and Mass trying to out-rebound Steinbach. Can't pull that one away from the freshman. Diallo on the move to the rim for two and a timeout.
Offensive punch to this team.
There is progress being made at Washington. Danny Sprinkle's team is getting better. We're going to get the chance to see if they can get a little health back, what they can do in the next few weeks.
I love the pieces that he's put together.
Jacobson baseline jumper rebounded by Muldrew. Final seconds of this one. Nebraska about to go to 19-0 and a good find inside to Japina for two. And Jacobson lost that ball. Turnover back to Washington with 35.1.
Kevin, that's the one thing I can say about this group. When I watch this Washington Husky team on film, regardless of the score, it continues to compete. And that's a really good sign for a team that's been decimated by injuries.
Here's Diallo trying to find room. Pina with 9 to shoot on the drive, and the scoop for Cortland Muldrew.
Hoser's made some really nice plays on both ends of the floor tonight for the Huskies.
Ball tipped away, and Japina knocks it out of bounds. It'll belong to Nebraska with 15.2 to go. And again, for Nebraska, they leave here. They go to Minnesota on Saturday. They go to Michigan, back home for Illinois to start February before they go to Rutgers and host Purdue. But this Nebraska basketball team continues its magical run. Nebraska is 19-0. Wow. They are 8-0 all alone atop the Big Ten Conference. The magical Nebraska run continues in Lincoln.
How'd you get this one done?
You know, I thought our defense really picked up at the end of the first half, and I thought we carried that through for most of it. Steinbach got loose. He's a hell of a player. Danny does a great job running good actions to get him loose. They got us a little bit in the high-low. I thought they outworked us a little bit there for a stretch, but I liked our rhythm. We got in a good rhythm offensively. We struggled down the stretch a little bit, but we'll take it. This is a great win against a really good team.